What's going on, guys? Welcome back. We are back. Another edition. Holy try. Football podcast. It's me, AY, coming to you from the state
Back.
capital, the blue state, the Commonwealth, Pennsylvania, to my west. D-Berg, what's up?
2 month hiatus has ended, or no, two and a half month hiatus has ended. Happy about that. Ready to settle all the hash. I know AY, you love the conference tournaments more than the NCAA tournaments, at least as of last asked.
Yes, it's only getting stronger, but this is the dessert.
It's only getting stronger.
Still appreciate it, but yeah, it was the Thursday and Friday of last week. 80 plus winner go home games. Love it.
It's good.
This is March. We are here. Wow. I just got out of the shower and washed my hair. It's out of control, but we'll get over it. Ken, how are you?
I'm good. Enjoying some of the nice weather. 70 degrees we're getting, I think, the next couple of days. It's great that I'll be able to enjoy it indoors and watching a lot of television.
Yeah, we'll have all summer for it.
It's true. Well, we've only got this one weekend in March.
Yeah, so this is March, and we are here to
Sleep in
about
May. We're here to
this
sleep in May.
this weekend's Bahrain Grand Prix. No, I'm kidding.
Is that the first F1 race?
Yeah, it's the first one, but we're not talking F1 this week. New regulations. Who knows what's going to happen? We'll see. It is, like we said, this is March. Brackets right now. Who's winning the Wright State Bryant game?
Wright State giving it to him at last check.
Tanner Holden and company, as I should have known, get on to Kiss.
Yeah.
Little kiss.
And then
As of now, 87-70, 88-73 Wright State. So looks like that over will be getting there.
And Andy and myself square off tonight, and then the field will be set.
Field will be set.
A lot to go into it. We're going to do our brackets on here. So let's just jump right in. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Do it.
In the West, top seed Gonzaga. Only thing here is Georgia State should not be a 16. Feel bad for both teams, really.
It's rare for Sun Belt, I feel like, to get the
Gonzaga
16.
would have rather delay it, but maybe this will wake them up a little bit. Georgia State covers for what it's worth.
No, not at all. No way.
Unsurprising opinions there.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to take a mea culpa, even though we didn't talk about it on the airwaves. I crossed Georgia State off in, what did I say, end of January?
Yeah.
I don't think they've lost since, so I'll cross off a few more teams and get it out to the masses so they can go with them.
True. The line opening at like 26.5, 27, immediately bent down to 25, 24.5, and then eventually settling in at 23.5. I think I've seen it around 23 as well a couple of days ago. I think that's probably smart. Late game Gonzaga are the worst. They're bad when it comes to covering. We'll see. I think Chet and team will get out quick. I think they do cover. At least my bets say so. We'll keep it rolling.
Fine.
Penny versus Boise. Rice. Penny versus Rice. What do you feel here?
Yeah, I'm going Boise. Memphis is super athletic, but I think Boise sneaky athletic as well. Game's gonna be played in the 50s. Memphis turns it over a ton, and I think the X factor here, aside from perception and me fading Memphis in the AAC, so kind of wanting to be right eventually, is the game's in Portland. I think that's kind of, I don't know. I think maybe a little Northwest draw for Boise here could give them a little boost they need, but numbers say Memphis by 3 for what it's worth, but Boise for me.
I've got someone I know heading out to the games in Portland. Wish him and his son a good time out there. I've got Penny here. Penny playing well down the stretch. You know, he had that tirade. He went off on the reporters. And then after that, I think they ended up winning 9 out of 10 or something like that, including 2 wins over Houston. Obviously, they lost the third. But good end of the season. I think he's got to figure it out, surprisingly enough, without number one or former number one recruit.
Imani Bates.
Imani Bates, right, who, I don't know, biomechanical issues from what we hear from the father. I'm going Penny here. I think they take care of business. Boise State, without a couple of people coming into this year, I thought they would struggle. They've put together a nice season, actually. But I don't think they're actually that good.
I'll break the tie and go with Boise, mainly because probably have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. It's been talked about ad nauseum. I feel like how Colorado State took their seed. So I would go with that. And then obviously just the steadier hand over the athletic Memphis Tigers. The athletic, erratic Memphis Tigers.
Right.
I didn't know there was such a Mountain West ineptitude in March the last decade.
Oh, yeah. But everybody loved him this year.
We'll see how they prevail. They have plenty of chances this year. UConn, New Mexico State. Look, I love New Mexico State. I think the WAC was awesome this year with App Christian and Grand Canyon. Seattle was sneaky good, but
that was a surprise. I had no idea.
This is not your recent years. New Mexico State still do the same thing, still offensive rebound and all that, but this UConn team's awesome defense. They crashed the glass as well, and a little too much offense here. So Con, moving on.
The Con.
No disagreement here.
I will go with the Con. Sorry, I was in the next round already.
Who you got in the next one? Hogs?
Yep.
Catamounts.
Everybody on the Catamounts. Bad draw for the Catamounts. They're a good team. But I just don't think they match up well here. I think the Muscle Man's got a pretty good squad here. And I like where they are going into the tournament. Tough matchup for the Catamounts. But I could see it being a good game. I got the Hogs moving on, the Woo Pig. Strength of schedule for Penn State from the football side.
Yeah, I mean, this is one, hold on to your butts, your breath. If you pick Arkansas at least to go to Sweet 16, I'd hate having to pick this game. I really didn't want to, so I just defaulted to Arkansas, which I did many times here. So if you feel they're close, but I do think there are some diminishing returns with what the impressive, albeit, run that Vermont made through the Am East and my beloved Binghamton, one of my dolls this year, which is bullshit. They do the reseeding, by the way, in the tournament. I didn't like that. I was hoping they would get to the final and play Vermont and lose by 38. Instead, they had to face them in the semis.
Yeah, I don't like the reseeding. Horizon does that as well. A few of the early ones do that. I have Vermont here. I know it might be, they've been here for a few years now. Let's get them over the hump. The secret sauce spit out Vermont -4.
Whoa.
AY using the bowling wrist guard.
But, look at these metrics here. They're top 5 in adjusted defense and defensive rebounding rate, 2-point percentage efficiency, offense and defense. Like, how much of this is actually real and how much is bolstered by their just monstrous run through that Am East tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, this team is old. They can shoot. And the Hogs, look, last year, Colgate had them on the ropes big time.
This is in Buffalo, right?
This is in Buffalo. Get them out of the South. Screw it. Yeah, we're going to take Vermont here. A little Sorrentine magic. So I think that game was in New York as well.
All right.
It was pretty raucous crowd. That game was wild. Yeah, I go Vermont moving on.
All right.
Bammer against Gers or Notre Dame?
I don't think it matters who wins tonight because I think the Oat is pretty gross. He's got some really, really bad games. I think we'll get good Oats this time.
I like a lot, but I would argue too many.
Yeah. But he's had a lot of good games. He's beaten the Baylors. He's beaten the Gonzagas.
This team could lose.
He's beaten the Houston, hasn't he? He's beaten the Samson. He's had a lot of good wins also. But I think the bad has trumped the good of late. I don't think it'll make a difference with either of these two teams they're playing in the first round, though. So I got Oats moving on to the round of 32.
I'm going the complete opposite of attack as Can here. I'm taking whoever wins tonight to go through in advance over this team. Yeah, just one of those teams I already mentioned Georgia State. Alabama, another one of them. Just not going to trust them. Not going to trust them.
Yeah. In this region, I've Bama, Notre Dame, Rutgers, back to back rankings. So whoever does escape tonight's game, I will take them as well. I don't love the Irish, especially their havoc is all non-existent. And Gers not playing at home is not good, but I just think Bama, I can see Bama shooting 7 of 38 from 3 and just losing the first round game.
Mhm.
Gross.
They could also see him making 12 threes 3 games in a row and going to the Elite Eight. So
Could be. That's the beauty of it.
yeah, Texas Tech, Montana State's nothing. I've had it out for Montana State for 2 weeks now. So why would I stop now?
Exactly.
Why not? I'm getting saucy here. I am eyeing this coach from Montana State as Pitt's next head coach.
He has been good. They've been good out there. They've taken care of business against my Thunderbirds a couple of times this year.
They escaped Weber State.
Yeah.
Put it to Sac State. Put it Northern Colorado. I've freaking whiffed big time there.
Right. I will go with Texas Tech here. I like that team a lot. I actually think a lot of these 3 seeds are better than the 2. I would take them over a lot of the 2 seeds actually. But so I got Texas Tech here, and actually spoiler, continuing on and winning a couple of games here.
All right,
a little tease, okay.
A little tease, just a little.
Coming up.
There's a little.
Sparty taking on Davidson. This is a rough one here because if you watch that Davidson Richmond game, that's what gave Roth the yellow jersey on the final day.
1-2, the best exactor of all time. For those that don't know, the CTC has already been mentioned once. AY runner-up to the one and only Corey Roth. 1-2, incredible. Out of how many?
56.
56. Amazing.
That's back-to-back silver medals. So next year we're getting the gold. But this game,
you are due.
This game I'm fired up for. Big Ten Can. You backing them?
I am backing the Big Ten Can Foster Lawyer revenge game here. The transfer from Michigan State, manning the helmet down there, in Cornelius, I believe it is, Huntersville, Cornelius area, for old man McKillop. I'm taking Izzo. It is March. He showed a little bit of a pulse out there in Indianapolis. It's not his finest squad this year. I don't think it'll be pretty, but I think they get it done. I don't think it will be a prolonged trip here in the NCAAs. I got Izzo winning here.
I do as well. I'll jump in here. I think that this is like how I like to see the Yankees and the Dodgers in the World Series. I've talked about this multiple years now. I want the TV companies to get what they want with this matchup. Duke and Michigan State. It is the most transparent seeding and region placement of all time.
Right.
I definitely want the K versus Izzo. So I will pick and root for them to get what they want.
Me too. I will pick for it, but I could see this 7 type seed. I think what was the Michigan State team that beat? They beat a 2 seed Virginia, didn't they? Or was it a 1 seed Virginia they beat?
Those 2. They were 7. They made a run.
Yeah. I can see that happening, but I don't know. This team is pretty nice.
And I've loved the people calling this the best non-Steph Curry Davidson team. Like, I'm not saying they haven't had any good teams in between. Obviously, they've had a couple of nice squads there. I mean, it's not like we're going through 20 good teams in Davidson's history. We're talking like half
it's
dozen.
funny. They're doing this, and then it's without their best player going to Kentucky.
Right, that is true. Yeah,
and they're doing. Imagine them if they had Grady still.
Right.
Well, they got the Korean phenom down there.
That's right. Is he Chung? What is it, Chun?
I think it's Lee or something. I don't know what his actual name is. Yeah. Korean phenom.
Lee, yeah. Chung Lee, maybe.
Chung.
I don't know. I have a feeling A1 is going to be opposite of us here, but.
Oh, this is one of my favorite plays of the day.
Here we
I
go.
could not love Davidson anymore. This Michigan State team is trash.
Yeah, they are. That's true.
This team,
They are
It's true. It's true.
this team is so much hanging on to that Izzo March calendar thing. It's like
Oh,
it's worse than Starktober at this point.
I tend to agree with that.
Look, I found a number today. I was poking around on shot quality with the free stuff you can find if you sift through enough tweets. Their last 16 games, the shot quality score out of the game, they're 1-15. This team just throws up the worst bricks in the world. And guess which team's top 10 in defensive rebound efficiency? Davidson. They're going to throw up a brick from 18 feet. Davidson's going to rebound it, go down the court, run motion, get an open three with one of their 40% shooters, and drain it. And it's in Greenville. This is too easy. TV, take a dump on your face because you're not getting what you want. Love this game. Love Davidson.
Wow.
AY with strong conviction on Davidson. I would, if you're using our 3 picks to decide who you would pick in this game, I think
AY has the most behind it.
Yeah, conviction. Yeah,
conviction. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
I talked this team up the other day. I was at Hergen's house with the Rants. I was like, this Davidson team, I think, is pretty legit. The metrics and everything loved them. The offense is so smooth, so efficient. Are they going to be out-athleted? Yes, but sometimes, it's tough to be out-athleted when you have wide-open shooters who can knock everything down. So if they're off, and they lose. But I trust Michigan State will find a way to mess it up.
I think I may have to. Well, actually, no, I'll save this for later. Never mind.
And the last one, Duke here. I don't like this Duke team, but they could not have drawn a better 15. Fullerton, like the 5th best team in the Big West.
Terrible. What is Fullerton again? What's their mascot?
Titans.
Titans.
Yeah.
So this is
Anasicki, right? EJ Anasicki is their workhorse there. But
I know nothing of this team.
I wish it was Santa Barbara or Irvine, hell, even Long Beach.
The beach.
Davis. So there's your first round. Ken, take us through your West. What do you got going on?
I've got hold on, I just looked off of it. Hold on a second. I went to go fill out another bracket. And I would be on that as I was filling it out.
Ken with no integrity, filling out multiple brackets.
Not multiple brackets, filling out in another pool, the bracket. The same bracket. The West continuing through. I got Gonzaga taking on Memphis and winning, not losing. I think he'll take care of business with Penny. I think I like Muscle Man a lot here. I think he'll take care of Connecticut. So I've got Gonzaga and Arkansas in the Sweet 16. How about you?
Did you finish it out?
What?
Did you finish it out the bottom?
No, I didn't. Okay, I'll finish at the bottom.
I think that we'll do that.
Okay, I've got Texas Tech. I mentioned before. Love them, and I've got them making it past not just Alabama, but also a Duke team that will take care of business against Michigan State. So I've got Duke and Texas Tech in the other Sweet 16 matchup down there.
Okay.
Nice. I just finished mine up. Gonzaga over Boise. Let's see. UConn, Vermont. Vermont, the 3rd best team in the region. So we're gonna see how good these metrics are at measuring a weak conference. So let's try it out. Although I like this con team too.
I don't know if I like them or not.
Notre Dame, Texas Tech. I took Notre Dame because why not? Texas Tech's going to squash them.
Yep.
Squash Rutgers. Bama could give them a threat if they're not going to drive, so just throw up a bunch of 30-footers, but no. And Davidson, but I got Davidson over Duke. This Duke team.
Oh.
I don't think it's too much recency bias. I mean, look at the last 4 games they played.
Except for the Pitt game. Don't watch that.
They did pretty well in this game.
You look
That
at
will
the-
tell you nothing.
You look at the Carolina game on Coach K nights. You look at the Syracuse game without Buddy, Miami game, and the Vodtech game. I think that this whole Coach K finale tour is kind of weighing on him. And I mean, look at the talent. They have all these first rounders. What Russillo say 4.5?
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, just go back to even look at that. Look at that game they played against Gonzaga back. I know that was that the day after Thanksgiving, 2 days after Thanksgiving, but that was incredible. And to see where they're at now,
and the thing,
there's a little bit to be desired.
I am going to leave it with Duke in my metric as actually the number one adjusted offense because they playing those shootouts in these secret sauce dating back to mid-February. But 193 in defensive efficiency. I just think Davidson's gonna have so many open shots against them. And then when Davidson plays Texas Tech, they're gonna get absolutely smothered.
Be out of gas.
Love this Texas Tech team, like you as well can. Zags roll Vermont. Just yeah,
That'd be a fun game if we could
It would be.
see that. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
And Gonzaga over Texas Tech as well.
Yeah,
You have too.
I've got that in the Elite Eight as well and into the Final Four. I think I'm excited for the Gonzaga Arkansas game. I think that'll be a fun one for my side of things. But yeah, Texas Tech is going to just sit all over Duke. They're for my side of things.
If Duke gets by, if it is Duke Texas Tech, I'll be stoked because I will love watching Texas Tech just sit on Duke.
Yeah, they're just going to sit all over.
It'd be so much fun just to watch K just.
Yeah, he's just gonna be so pissed.
And he loses last game like 61-51.
Yeah. But the whole game is gonna be about him and his last game. It's gonna be gross.
Well,
maybe he'll pull Brady.
I'm very confident he's not making out of the region.
If he pulled a Brady after the fucking
yeah.
Just need who's going to buy Coach K's last whistle? That's my question. Last practice whistle, like the Brady last touchdown ball.
Yeah.
Still could be. Who knows?
Who knows?
I've got the same Elite Eight, so we're all in unison there. And I just had Zags over Boise. I got Con over Arkansas.
Okay.
Texas Tech over Gers or Irish.
Uh-huh.
And then Duke over Michigan State.
There you go. So we are.
I think this is my most boring. Yeah, there's one. I have one. No, two upsets. Air quotes.
All right. Where do we go next?
Go down to the east or over the south?
We've discussed before how that we think it's strange that it's west, south, midwest, and east, right?
Correct.
We've discussed this.
We have.
It's these many children I talk Survivor.
Yeah,
Just make a decision.
So what's everybody else saying about this?
Well, it's shifted now. Bunch of missed text, but I think it's shifted to finally people are closing in on the Baylor and a UConn. Okay, boom. That's my vote for the two picks.
You voted Baylor and UConn. Okay.
My vote is Baylor UConn tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because
With the rebuy, with the potential rebuy.
As we get to this.
Breaking the fourth wall here, AY on an impossible four-man team for a Survivor entry. Gigantic bracket Survivor. Much deliberation over 2-8-9 games, or as he just said, UConn or Baylor.
All right, so sorry. You guys said we're going to the east.
You're driving.
Yeah, let's go to the east. Let's go to the bottom part of the bracket. Baylor, Norfolk State. Yikes! Team from MEAC. No thanks. Carolina Marquette. This Marquette team pissed me off. Big East laid an egg against Creighton, and Creighton actually got good for a nice little stretch there. Carolina, what kind of Carolina are we going to get here?
It's hard to tell. with
It
this.
is, but I like Carolina here because Marquette is not very tall and they don't rebound. So I think Carolina can just brick
You
enough
know that
shots.
Carolina's known for their rebounding. You know
I
that.
think they can just brick enough shots and get through and rebound with Baycott and just put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Leaky Black can take care of the.
Leaky Black did absolutely nothing in the game I went and watched him against Virginia Tech. It was pathetic.
None too impressed.
Our team didn't do anything either. I'll take Hubert here, but not with much conviction either. I don't like Marquette. I know people that do. Actually, we've got mutual friends here, all of us that friend of the pod have Marquette going actually pretty far. A little even past.
Interesting. Wow.
Uh,
Wow, that is a ton of. What have they done of note this year? We break that down a little bit.
Not much, really. I don't know.
All gut. That's all gut, I gotta say.
Yeah.
So I'm on Carolina as well here. So sorry to not make it interesting.
Yeah.
Between the three of us.
Keep going down here. I absolutely hate St. Mary's. The St. Mary's team. I've got onions going. Onions, you're going on in the round of 32.
How dare you pick against the same high school name that my mom went to?
Your mother's alma mater.
Kind of, but not really my mother's alma mater. She will have the Gales easily in the Final Four, maybe even hoisting,
right?
Or cutting the nets.
Right.
This game has been the most talked about game of round one in that chat with Devenny, FSU Michael, and Baxi. It's 2v2. It's the two parachuters in to college basketball season versus Bax and I, who've been following these teams all year to some extent. I mean, more just numbers on the sheet, but St. Mary's. I'm sick of this Indiana team. Are they decent? Yes, they definitely are.
But they're gross.
But they're gross, and the biggest thing for me in this game is they do play good post D, really good post D, and that's what St. Mary's does. But this game is being played in Portland. Not like this last recent stretch where they've been home, Big Ten country, all these games. Now they had a 4 a.m. flight last night because of plane issues, traveling out west.
And it's cruel. Yeah, it's so cruel to have 3 of those 4 teams go out west.
Very cruel. And to top it all off, St. Mary's in the metrics is the top team in this region. I don't like them that much. Kuzi is like 30 years old. But give me St. Mary's, and I've wagered on them minus the 3. Numbers have it St. Mary's -5, so not a ton of Gales.
I'm with you.
UCLA,
Nothing to add.
Nothing to add. No.
Little Okron here, UCLA. Look,
Faux-cron.
I think this
Fraud-cron.
I think that the MAC was solid with those top 4: Toledo, Kent State, Akron, and Ohio. I think the 2 best teams were in the final, and Akron ended up doing it. I think they can keep this game close. I do. Akron's going to slow it down really slow and throw up threes. And
Big number on this one.
And try to win the game 60-59.
I think UCLA's maybe peaking at the right time. I think they've had injuries all year. But Jaquez is starting to get healthier. Hopefully, a little bit of time off of Hub Juzang also. I know he's been struggling. They've got the talent.
They do. What is the number here?
What was that? Oh,
What is
like
the number
15, I think. 14.
Oh. Yeah, I like
It was
Akron.
around 16, like the Purdue game, I think also. I like UCLA here. I don't know if they'll cover that big number, but I think they'll get by. I think I like this team. I think it'll be a good matchup in the next round against Indiana. I think that'll be an entertaining game as well. I don't think any of these games UCLA plays are going to be pretty, but I think they've got the firepower to get past, relatively comfortably, like 8-point game, something like that. 8-point, 10-point game.
Can we pour one out for Wyoming last night?
I know we did. We buried the lead there. Honestly, great year for the Wild.
Yeah.
for as how bad they played, I can't believe they were still down.
Oh,
what,
yeah.
6 with
10
like
turnovers from the point guard.
Maldonado. They were down 6 with like 6 to go, and
I know. They cut it to 5, I think.
they were just dreadful. That's another thing. That's another
Stuff.
reason I like
Good
St.
tidbit
Mary's.
about
Yeah.
I got UCLA advancing. Jaquez. I'm gonna have to shield my eyes if we see too much more of this guy. He is disgusting. He looks disgusting out there.
He looks like a V for Vendetta mask.
Yeah, he plays pretty disgusting. Did you guys watch the end of the Pac-12 championship? They just kept giving to possession after possession after possession down the stretch.
He's been averaging like 25 points a game.
I know, but he can't shoot foul shots for the life of him, I don't think. I don't know what his free throw percentage on the season was, but he was terrible in that game at least. Let's see. He is I don't know, it says 76%. Certainly wasn't in that last game.
I've got keep going down the list here. No
way this could be right. 6 for 7? No way that's right.
What?
I don't want to old takes expose myself. He was 6 of 7 from the foul line. Who the hell shot bad? Nobody. 13 to 17.
Pretty good game.
I'm losing it. I'm just losing it.
You're losing it.
I need the hash to be settled. Okay.
We're going down the list here. Texas to Virginia Tech. I know a lot of people on Virginia Tech like Virginia Tech. This Texas team is gross, but the Beard, they play some good defense. There's some decent pieces in there. I think they're battle tested. Virginia Tech, that weak ACC, they've had been shooting well come down the stretch. But I think there's too much public love on Virginia Tech. I will go with Texas here. It's not an upset, definitely by seed-wise, but I think somewhat going against the grain. I think a lot of people picking Virginia Tech. I would Texas here.
Well, I'll be taking Virginia Tech.
Uh-huh.
If I may provide not an excuse because the ACC is definitely down, but more of an explanation for how the conference is structured this year. They've got one good team within the context of the entire season. I don't know how good Duke we'll see in Duke. But then they've got a half dozen average to above average teams, Virginia Tech being one of them. And that's why it's not as shiny as it normally is with, say, 3 or 4 teams in the top 20. That's the way it is. But we'll see how it plays out. Is all I'm going to say for now.
All right. Okay.
And I'm not going if a couple teams get hot, I'm not going to say, see, the ACC was good all year. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
There's still 5 or 6 other teams that are at least competent as a whole. They may suck at defense or suck at offense, Virginia, but at least respectable 5 or 6,
right?
10.
I'm going Virginia Tech here. I did like them pre ACC tourney. I thought they were the second best team in the league. It's a 7th seed, really. Even them and Carolina. I didn't know there was 358 teams in Division I. That's what Texas is on free throw defense rate. So they foul a ton. So if this game is called tight, not good for Texas. If it's physical, then very good for Texas. I just don't know if Texas can even score enough. They forget to score half the time. They're just some of these metric field goal efficiency is 310th. Be a little better. Valtech's offense is nice. I know that the Clemson scare, but after that, they looked great. So I'm going to ride Valtech and see where they go. Next up is Purdue Yale.
Purdue big.
I want to find a way here, but
Yale has played like 2 or 3 or 4 Power 5 teams. I think they lost by 40 every time.
Yeah, I have nothing here. Yale is I have Yale behind Norfolk State. So I'm not even gonna try to make a case.
No, can't do it.
Purdue. Yep.
Doing the do.
Doing the do.
Murray State, fantastic. I think this is a team with the most wins in the bracket, or them or number 5 Dakota State, right?
Number 5, I think they're tied at 30, right?
Yeah. Fantastic year for Murray State. Who's their next up and coming coach now? I don't even know who's coaching there.
I forget his name too. Yeah,
but
Steve Fisher.
Yeah. Nice, young and spry Steve Fisher down there. Murray State, do they have a job? I don't know if they have a job, but they've got a good team this year. San Francisco, for all the love the Dons have gotten, and the WCC rightfully has this year.
I don't know about rightfully.
Rightfully or debatably rightfully, right?
Debatably rightfully.
Debatably rightfully.
I don't get that. I mean, I just don't. For them to be safely in, I don't get it.
Yeah,
I know how they look on paper.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Since when did the committee look at Ken Palm ratings? You know.
Yeah. I don't think they're that good. I like Murray State here to take care of business. I think they're a good team, and I've seen them. I think San Francisco's on the level of like a Belmont-ish team. So, and we saw them take care of business with Belmont several times.
Yeah, I did have before I switched my bowling wrist guard. I did have the Dons winning this more so of a lot of love for Murray State and Kentucky. You know, that matchup that's never happened somehow, even though they're both in Kentucky.
So you want
everybody
the TV
loving
match?
that?
You're voting for the TV match.
I was prepared to go against the TV matchup down here, but I didn't. I'll end up on the TV matchup right here with Murray State advancing it.
The battle for Kentucky. Sorry, Louisville.
Yeah.
Louisville's out.
Murray State, definitely the second best team in Kentucky this year.
Objectively. Definitely debatably and rightfully. The second best team in Kentucky.
Without a doubt, I'd say.
Undoubtedly.
If a team that thinks they're second best in the state lost to Pitt, they're not.
Non full-time debatably.
Yeah.
Respectively.
I have been. This is the hardest game of the bracket for me, for sure.
Yep.
At any point of round, just how it happens on the first. So when I don't know, I'm just gonna go to the sheet. I love Murray State's guards. There's a little question mark about San Francisco's big. Is he hurt? And they have an awesome guard. He's super fast, but is he fast for West Coast or fast for the nation? We'll see. The Murray State guard duo probably both in the league at some point. But I'm going San Francisco.
Who has PJ Pipes? Is that San Francisco?
Let me check.
Santa Clara. Never mind.
No, all right. I'm going SF. I don't love it. I just want to see. Do you know when that game is? Oh, I do.
I don't actually.
That game is 8:40 tomorrow night. Awesome.
All right.
Very excited for that.
Here we go.
That'd be a good one.
Taking Kentucky.
Jamare Booyah.
Booyah!
That is the San Francisco guy I was thinking of.
Booyah, yeah.
So 8:40 tomorrow. Fired up for that game. Cannot wait. And Kentucky St. Peter's. Look, I refined the numbers a little bit, but it's still Kentucky minus 4.6.
What in hell?
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's also ridiculous.
They beat because Ryder beat Iona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they might get a surge off of that or something. Yeah, but they didn't even beat.
Ryder beat Iona. St. Peter's snuck by Monmouth in that MAC title game.
The mock.
And one of the craziest things here is on offensive efficiency, Kentucky's number 3. I don't. If you watch a Tennessee game, then they're 333. But if you watch the Kansas game, they might be 3. So which Kentucky team are we going to get? It won't matter. It won't matter against the Peacocks.
No, it won't. Not.
St. Peter's is long.
Peters
is
right down the street.
On the Cox.
Peters is right down the street from me.
I'm going to say
the Spew Cox.
I'm going to say Sheboy gets in foul trouble, and Calipari sits him. Cox hang around for the first half.
Right. Enough to get the cover.
And do not to get the cover. Yes.
No.
Is that 22, I think? Ken, how many of these did you take? All of them?
I took the Purdue, I took the Kentucky, I took the Gonzaga, and the Baylor.
Good hell.
You know how big. You know.
I mean,
I know how you operate. Yes.
I would never take I never go against Gonzaga. I mean, I will for free, but not with money.
Right.
Yeah, AY picking every game, correct?
Yep.
Once again, as is tradition for the
As is tradition.
third or fourth straight. Well, not straight, but third or fourth straight tournament, I guess.
Yep. We'll go through. Okay, see how we did. All right, Dan, you want to start with your East here?
Oh yeah, so the acid is finally dropped. Just wait for it. So I got Baylor over Carolina,
Yep.
UCLA over St. Mary's,
Yep.
Baylor over Carolina, or Baylor over UCLA
Yes.
into the Elite Eight.
Agreed.
Kentucky over Murray in the Battle of Kentucky.
Yep.
Vatek
Oh,
outguns. You know, I love saying outguns the Boilers.
Dan is a proponent of the Second Amendment.
And they shock Kentucky.
Oh, no.
What is
What is
and they're into the final. That was me trying to melodies Enter Sandman. Exit light. Those the words off the Never Never Land.
Exit light. Exit the light.
So this is where using the recent data, similar to AY. So this is more experimental. I'm gonna stake my $10 on this with Virginia Tech into the Final Four to take on Gonzaga.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens.
They were playing under the Sandman.
I suspect it will not be that. So I'm not.
They were playing under the Sandman down in Barclays.
I heard it. Yeah,
they were going crazy.
Yeah, I really don't like them either, but we'll see what happens here. I'll be rooting for them in the East region.
I'm going. Okay, I like it. I like it. I'm going Purdue. Purdue, the only halfway decent Big Ten team in my opinion this year. I absolutely hate the Big Ten this year. But I have the same Final Four or final Elite Eight matchup up top with Baylor and UCLA. Baylor, Sweet 16, sorry. Baylor and UCLA, and Baylor making it through. Though this Baylor team, they've been ravaged by injuries. I think it'll be tough all the way through. Otherwise, I'd love this team. We don't know if Cryer's coming back, right? He's out for the year. What's Don Best say? I don't know.
Doesn't say. I've checked official. You know, Don Best, once an official sponsor of the pod, has not been as good about it.
Has lost sponsorship rights.
With their injury reports have been not great. At least from a mobile app standpoint, I haven't been able to check it on my laptop.
I got Purdue playing Kentucky. Kentucky also moving on in the Bluegrass battle. I've got Kentucky moving on against Baylor, and like I alluded to before, Baylor just not where I think they need to be. I still like them, but I've got Calipari moving on into the Final Four. I like this Calipari team. You've mentioned you've seen the 3 Calipari against Kansas and the 303 against Notre Dame or Tennessee. Yeah, oh yeah, they got killed. But they also killed Tennessee, right? But on they go. I've got Kentucky winning this region.
Okay.
I'm trying to manipulate numbers here to get this team off the top. But
And that team would be St. Mary's, correct?
Yep. I don't want to go too far back, and I went a little.
I do like that Bart offers that.
Baylor over Carolina. I don't love it, but I think Baylor has enough in the tank for a Sweet 16 run.
Yep.
I don't love the offense here, but I will take St. Mary's over UCLA. Maybe UCLA just continues to shoot mid-range jumpers like they do. Maybe they don't go in that day. I got St. Mary's over UCLA. I also have Vatek over Purdue. I think this Purdue team is good on offense and awful at defense. I think that Iowa game was a nice encapsulation of who Purdue is. Good in spurts, turn it over. And I thought it was an interesting note that Russillo and Gali talked about with Jaden Ivey about the connectivity and the cohesion within that team. I was unaware of that. I think there's going to be too many turnovers, one-man show, and Vatek will just have so many open looks against that awful defense. and Kentucky over San Francisco. I also have VT over Kentucky. I think this is just like kind of like the Memphis thing. I just don't like this Kentucky team. And maybe Grady in the guards would throw more bricks. I don't know. Baylor, St. Mary's. I have St. Mary's moving on. It's tough to win this late in March with 6.5 players like Baylor has. And St. Mary's VT.
Phenomenal. That would be, could you imagine if that was the lead?
That's oh my god.
That would be phenomenal.
I have my left side is 2 teams from the West Coast Conference.
That would be AY.
One true West Coast champion.
AY non full-time debatably, rightfully giving the respect to the WCC. He's rightfully, he is not debating the respect.
So I'm looking on, these are courtesy of FanDuel, 23-1 on St. Mary's to win the region, 25-1 on VT to win the region. Here's what was weird to me though. So they got the Dons 32-1. So somebody must have hammered them, I would imagine, because Murray State's 50-1.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me. They're the other than the 13 to 16, they're the worst odds. Weird. So
Weird.
there you go. And I tried to pull it up on the tablet. No luck on Don Best with the injuries. I don't know what's going on with it. This doesn't work. To check on who you asked about Crier, Ken?
Yeah, Crier.
The Crier.
The Crier.
All right.
We're
going up top.
You south. We're going
Well,
south.
we settled on. I can't believe we're doing this. Settled on Baylor tomorrow and Deveni's most hated team, Providence.
Wow.
I do
Wow.
not feel good about this at all. But
if the rebuy is available, I don't hate it.
like,
I forget, when can you rebuy? Is it only the first day you can rebuy on those typically? Check your rules.
I don't know. They had different rules.
Yeah. Because I think Gilly the Iceman was talking about, which I have to throw some shade at him. He's been, for those that listen to the show, he may even put it on Twitter, he has this championship formula using 6 different parameters from strength of schedule to coaching experience, blah, 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 blah. He currently only has Baylor and UCLA as so the only team that has busted that formula in however many years, several years, has been the UConn team with Boatwright. But not Boatwright. Who was the other? It wasn't Kemba. Who the hell was it? Napier, the Napier UConn team. But the catch is, as the tournament goes on, these teams can play their way into the formula.
Oh, geez.
So it's like, there's no, now one is flat. Like, I think the coach of every champion has at least coached in the Sweet 16 prior to the tournament. So it means Arizona's out on his formula. But if they're like 78th in strength of schedule, one of the parameters, they have to be top 25 in strength of schedule. As they play these teams throughout the tournament, they can play their way into being top 25 in SOS. It's stupid, if I'm being honest.
That's kind of funny. That's funny, though.
Yeah. So it's like, I told you. Oh, after you saw the entire tournament unfold, you can tell me what the formula is? Like, I'd like to know a formula going into the tournament. So that's my brief soapbox on that. That being said, anybody taking Wright State over Arizona?
That being said, I think Arizona will win by 50. Good work, Grants.
You getting on the opening number now, Ken?
I should be paying attention.
Yeah. And I'll continue my hate. This will be my hater section, I guess. It's been verbalized not verbalized. It's been written in the group message. Kirk Reeser he needs to up the production.
BetMGM
to fit the bravado.
BetMGM's got him playing on Saturday.
That's not right.
I'm playing on Saturday.
That's not right.
That's not right.
And then a late entry. So it's right now. It was up until that, and it was between Creaser and Eddie Lampkin, who could be facing off in the second round here.
Creaser's not playing anymore, though, right?
I think he'll be coming. It's just an ankle. I think he has.
Oh, okay. So,
Sprained
yeah, you're
ankle.
right. I did see that post.
It was
So he'll be
pretty
back,
good.
and maybe. And Tubelis was another one. Tubelis, I'm watching that Pac-12 championship game. He gets beat for an offensive rebound by, I think it might have been Cody Riley or something like that. So, Riley gets the offensive rebound when Tubelis is right there. And then I forget who, Ballo, I think, came up and blocked Riley's shot out of bounds.
Right.
And then Tubelis, having just been beaten for the offensive rebound, is then taunting him also after the play. It's like, I'm all for the bravado. Like the Peter Kiss thing, I don't know what he did tonight, but being the nation's leading scorer, yeah, you can wear a Kiss shirt. Yeah, you can carry on if that's what helps you play better, if the production's there. But Creaser, you can't go 0 for 11 in a game and then continue to like, let's go, and with the chatting, like more production equals.
Hold on. Is
more
there
bravado.
another Wright State or something similar to Wright State? WRST.
That'd be news to me. I can't think of anything.
FanDuel's got. Can you see? Can you see it? Oh, how do I?
No, it's all white.
Hold on. Let me lower the brightness. FanDuel's got. FanDuel's got.
Can't you just read it to us, Ken?
I'm trying to show you how they've
How
got
they typed it?
Wright State against LR. Who's LR?
I don't know.
21 and a half. I don't know who an LR is.
LR loser.
Can you see right there? LR. Wright State versus LR.
I cannot.
You can't see it right there at the top, right? The second one.
I've given up. I'm gonna try and look at it on my phone.
I see the LR, but I don't know what it means. Is that is that women's?
No, it's
long range.
Long range creaser. Long range creaser. Long range
So
creaser.
I know that my bracket will not reflect it, spoiler alert, but I know that this team is going to torch me to the very end. I would not be surprised if Arizona did end up winning all of it because I feel this way about a couple of those players. I love the team, though, as a whole. It's just the bravado does not match. AY, as we all know, as he said, he loves him. Not surprised.
I love Kerr, Mathurian. I love all these guys.
Matherin's great. Whatever.
The Mathurian is good.
Rance calls him.
Would you take the 21 and a half?
Rance calls him Mathurian, and then he keeps asking me, "Is it Kerr Krisha or Krisha Kerr?"
Confused.
Well, I didn't even get to that. Yeah, so then putting Kerr and wearing number 25 after Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, way too much.
I always just say Kerr Mathurian.
Kerr Mathurian.
He's like, yeah.
Do you guys hear our house getting filled outside? This is our house.
This is our house. Big watch party for the girls.
Filled, a lot of girls in the house. This is our house.
Should we send Andy a link so he can give the live watch party? We can mute him. And we can look for a big reaction like they do at Selection
I
Sunday.
can't hear that crap now.
All right, and then I'm actually going to do a little bit of an emotional hedge because I would love to see Jamie. Even though I would not love to see Lampkin. He's another one. He's disgusting.
He is gross.
I will go with the offspring of former Pitt head coach Ralph Willard, Kevin Willard, and the Setonians to get through.
No.
Setonians.
I went with the Setonians. I will not be – this is emotional hedge.
Fair. I saw somebody today picked a bracket based on how like their coaches look to the mascots.
Oh, yeah.
TCU's in the Final Four.
Is it the hair? Is it because it's like the wings and the hair are up there?
They found a good picture of his hair and a grin looked like it did look like it.
I'm going Jamie also.
I think TCU's too physical for Hall. Nemhard's out.
Go Lampkin. You know I love Lampkin.
And this Hall team coming down the stretch and coming to the Big East.
Gross.
Just freaking no thanks. I think TCU, I know I'm kind of cherry picking here because I didn't say with Texas earlier, but I think these middle, although Dan.
Well, Nemhard's from Creighton.
No, they have. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who's the Seton Hall point guard? Nimble? Yeah, maybe not. Anyways, their point. Seton Hall's in their third string point guard. That's it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Anyways, I think
Could be bad.
that these middle Big 12 teams are gonna be able to breathe a little bit. And I think this is one of them. TCU, Arizona. Watch out next round. Just saying.
I wouldn't be opposed.
Kerr Krisha or Krisha Kerr and Mathurian.
Mathurian Kerr. These next two games are going to be good ones. I think they're going to be dogfights.
Jelly Walker and UAB.
I think the team is pretty good. I think and Houston Sampson. You know what? I shouldn't say no. I think I could definitely see Sampson win about like 16 points here, but I like Kennedy. I think the UAB team's not bad, and Sampson. Who knows? I mean, without their best players, but their physical team. They'll always rebound. They'll always run. They're always playing hard, physical. I'll take Houston's definitely going to move on here, but I think it'll be closer than the experts think for a little while.
Okay.
But they'll win it in the end. They'll wear them down.
Yeah, I've got Houston as well.
It makes me very sad that Sasser is not playing. I mean, he hasn't played since maybe ever this season, but I read an article a week ago. He was ruled out for the season, and it was like Halloween.
No, it was Christmas Day. It was Christmas Day he was ruled out for the season.
Well, still, that's a long time ago. It's just sad because this team last year had him in the finals. Metrics love him again this year.
I had him in the finals last year, or not the finals, the final.
Second best team in the region this year. I like this team. I supported them. Had them against Memphis. I just don't know how they can keep this up. But top 15 in both offensive and defensive efficiency over the last month. So, yeah, that's all I say. Moving on. UAB covers the number, though. That game with Middle Tennessee, ridiculous. Triple overtime, but finally the right side won. And as for the next one, Illinois, Nuga.
Very risky pronunciation there. Good work.
Didn't even cross my mind until you said that.
I said the same thing to Ken.
Dan made the joke a couple of weeks ago.
I heard somebody also calling them Nuga last week, and I said, you got to be careful with that one.
That's the
gotta
first
be careful.
That, but now we're going strictly mocks. Just take out anything here.
Any risk. He's just averting all risk. All risk.
Mox pissing me right off with that Baptiste 3 at the buzzer.
Oh, that was amazing. Amazing game.
It was fun. It was fun, I guess. Yeah, sure. Look, D'Souza inside is awesome. He's going to stare down freaking Kofi. I'm not worried about that at all. This Mox cover, old team, Southern Conference, a little down this year. I don't care. Illinois lays another egg.
Ooh.
Illinois favored by 5 here, so
gross. That team, there's something wrong with this team. It's Curbelo.
It is Curbelo. Yeah, I was just going to say it. By all accounts, it's Curbelo. Here's the thing. If this happens again, I mean, I know where Illinois was the tail end of Weber, and then John Gross was gross.
He was gross.
That's it, right? Who'd they have after that?
The Undies after Gross.
Well, I know Undies, but I didn't know if they went from Gross to Undies. Gross Undies.
They went.
And I know where the level he's got them back to, but I don't know. It'd be some interesting reactions.
Pour one
potentially
out
if they go out early.
No.
For who?
For Bruce Weber.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Finally, moving along.
Called enough out there. But yeah,
I love this speech. I'm a Weber fan. I've shaken his hand before when me and Roost won courtside seats in the BJC. So good man, good guy.
Great times.
Happy for what he did at number 2 at Cairns Cats in Manhattan. So thank you for that service. But I'm with you also. I think it'll be a good game. I got Illinois getting past Nuga though, but not past Sampson.
Yeah. Look, one of those things. I think maybe Illinois is a little snake bitten.
They're gross. They are gross.
Yep.
We're going next. We're going to the second hardest game, Colorado State,
Yeah, jeez.
Michigan. Talk about a freaking second half dump by the Wolverines against IU. Jeez.
That was bad.
It was a 26-4 run. Like, seriously, Jawan, get a grip.
The bad vibe.
I like the Murray State San Francisco game. Could not decide here. So I went to the numbers just to make it easy for me. Michigan minus 3.4 works for me. I will be rooting for Colorado State and Mr. Roddy. It's going to be funny.
He's portly.
It's going to be funny to see. I do think that look at the lineups there. If Colorado State goes small, it's going to be funny with Roddy on the 3-point line and Dickinson chasing out there. But then on the other end, Michigan's going to be so much taller. So it's going to be the two ends of the court going to be very fascinating to watch. Who blinks first? And hopefully Michigan blinks first and Colorado State wins. But give me stupid Michigan because I don't think either team wins the next game.
I'm going Rams. This is
Nice.
my bracket is becoming the Mountain West Revenge Tour, at least in the first round. So
I'm here for it.
So here we go.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
I watched them play a weird game against UNLV. That was strange, and they got dusted. That was back in January. And then, some of their conference tournament handiwork. So
If you'd asked me 3 months ago, Colorado State, I would have said, I'm thinking Elite Eight.
yeah, I think they've got the double chip on their shoulder between Boise and Colorado State because of Colorado State thinks they're not getting any respect, and Boise didn't get any respect. So see what happens. Could be interesting.
I said before I am hating the Big Ten, but again, I think Juwan's got some talent here. I think they may be able to. Michigan's shown some sparks. Obviously, they've shown that they're ass also this year.
Sparks flying out of their ass.
I think Juwan, he's risen to the occasion before in the tournament, not as a coach, but as a player.
They went to the Final Four last year. No, Elite Eight.
Right.
They pissed that away against UCLA.
Yeah.
I've got Michigan here. I think they'll take care of business here.
That game is 11:15 kick.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So you're gonna have
That's the first game tomorrow.
these shitty Big Ten games. No, 11:15 is probably PM, right? I think
12.
12.
I'm sorry, it's 12:15.
Yeah, no, 12 is the first. Yeah. They are.
They went in spring
Colorado
forward.
State still didn't know. I think it was last night or the night before at like midnight when they were going to fly to freaking Indianapolis. The NCAA still hadn't told them because NCAA charters all the flights for them. They still didn't tell them how or when they were going to travel.
Oh yeah, that is Bush League.
It's terrible. I mean, Michigan takes a bus down the street in Indianapolis.
That is true. Yeah,
I got Michigan State winning here. Just like Indiana took care of business against Wyoming, the Mountain West is the Big Ten's bitch.
Yeah,
Even though I hate Michigan, Michigan's gross.
all these times are all in Central, whatever.
AY in God's country.
In the old Rust Belt. Tennessee Longwood. Look, I had Longwood losing to Radford in the Big South tournament 8-1. So how can I possibly pick them here? Although they did freaking wallop Winthrop in that final.
Yeah, impressive.
They took it to the Big South Titan and said, "Here we are. It's our turn now." That being said, good job. Line here 15. Well, my line's 15. I think overall it's 17. Slightest of a lean to Longwood, but Tennessee just suffocates them.
Yeah, I think I like Tennessee. And again, one of the 3 seeds I think are better than a lot of the 2 seeds. I will take Tennessee here as well to get past Michigan as well the next round.
All right.
Tennessee.
Loyola Chicago, the Ohio State University.
Opening up 2-point underdogs here. I think there's a little too much Sister Jean love here. I'm going against the grain again. Not as upset by seed.
But Ken is not liking the Big Ten. But
I'm not liking the Big Ten
every
past
Big
the
Ten
first
team.
round. Just the first round, and then I'm like, and then I'm taking. I think it's a buy low situation here. I know Ohio State's not healthy necessarily, but I haven't thought that Sister Jean was a good squad all year. With a 4 seed in that
Yep.
in their tournament.
MVC, yep.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think they're necessarily good. I think they're drafting off of the pub from the last couple of years. I got Ohio State here handling business.
I'm going sister. I mean, they're the favorite. I think just if you had to really twist my arm into why, I would say the Ohio State injuries and unreliability, whether they're down a bunch or up a bunch.
Yeah,
majority of the year. And then I got Nova obviously advancing over the fighting Blue Bidens.
I have Loyola Chicago. I know you mentioned they were the 4 seed. They were 3-way tie for second, and the last day of the regular season they lost to at Northern Iowa in overtime for the 1 seed. So they're the best team in that league for sure. They were the pre-conference tournament favorite. I think that defense is awesome, and now that guy's name is eluding me. I want to say it's Williamson.
Yes, it is Williamson. Yeah,
awesome. EJ Liddell Beckham, awesome as well.
EJ Liddell Beckham.
As we say, Random, awesome too.
Know his name now.
Just 3 awesome players here. I just think Sister Jean's going to spot up around the arc, flap them. At the other end, they're just going to play great defense. Loyola -3, so not a ton of value here, but I'm going to take Sister Jean and taking Nova over Joe Biden's. Or I guess we'll cater to all parties. The sleepy Joe Biden's too. Just make everyone happy. Look, Delaware, the 5 seed? I can't believe they freaking trucked Towson. Remember when we were looking for that second half line of the makeup game, Towson, Delaware? And
Yeah.
Delaware was up 9 and Towson being by 30.
Yeah.
Well, the rematch a week later did not go as planned.
Nope. Jameer Nelson Jr. feeling good.
That's the most amazing right there.
Yeah.
That there's Jameer Nelson Jr. Jeez. And he's like an upperclassman as well.
Yeah. But you got like the Frank Gore Juniors also. That's right around the same time.
Yep.
Who else do we have coming up here? We got the
Patrick Surtain already in the NFL.
That's right, exactly. It's along with Asante Samuel Jr. as well. Yeah. Quite a few.
All right.
All right, I haven't gone first yet, so we're going to do it on the fly here. Zona TCU. You better watch out, Rance. This is going to be tight.
Tight.
But I got Zona sneaking by Houston Nuga. The Mocs, I mean. Luckily, we're done with this, so we can just say Houston now. Tennessee, Michigan, Tennessee. That will make me happy to watch Tennessee stifle them. Loyola Chicago, Villanova. I like this Nova team. I like Gillespie. Just spot up and just hit threes. They're not very big, but they can shoot free throws. And I think they're sweet. Fun to watch. Oh, last game I watched with Hergen and Rance, that was that Creighton game. So we got Zona Houston. I can't believe Houston has any gas left.
Right, exactly. That too.
But
they've been laboring, I feel like, the last time I've seen them play, last few times.
It's a 3-number difference. I'm going to go slightly against the numbers here. I'm taking Zona. Like, this team is rolling. And maybe they get Kerr back for that round. Tennessee, Nova. Really like Nova. But I don't know what it is. I really like this Tennessee team, that defense. So give me Tennessee. Arizona, Tennessee, who's ranked higher. Kind of not really close here. 3-13. Tennessee in the Final Four.
I like that. I like I've got the Tennessee Nova and then Arizona, Houston. I mentioned before. Do not like Illinois coming out of there. I think Houston will beat them, but I think Arizona's got too much running power there.
They do.
I've got them in the Elite Eight against Villanova, actually. But the Villanova-Tennessee game, I think, might be the toughest game for me to pick. I love Jay Wright and his teams. I ended up going with him, but I mentioned before, I thought Tennessee's one of those 3 seeds that are better than a lot of the 2 seeds. I think if they were going up against basically any one of the other 2 seeds, I would pick them ahead of them. But I can't do it with this one.
I would love to watch that game if it happens.
Yeah, I think it will. It'll be a good one, and I like Nova to come out of there. Like I said, if Tennessee was playing a Duke or an Auburn, I'd pick them to win, obviously, but they're not. So they're losing to Nova, and I've got Arizona coming out on top into the Final Four. Like I said, very chalky, as my picks usually are.
Let's see how Dan follows up his Vatek run.
Yeah, exactly. It's not quite as crazy. I got Zoner over Hall, Houston over Illinois. So I think we've got some consistent love with the Cougs. On the bottom, Nova, Tennessee advance over Loyola or Colorado State. I got the Vols taking out Nova, but I wouldn't be surprised if the winner of that game takes the region because I've got the Vols over Arizona in the Elite Eight. Team that I think, honestly, I don't know when they play, but I think for the first round, I may actually root for Longwood in Texas because if I can get eliminated in that fashion, it would be pretty amazing. 2 of my 4 Final Four teams in the first round would be great, even for me. So that's what I got. Vols just riding the lightning of the SC Championship, and they played some because they drew. Who did they draw in the challenge with the Big 12? Texas Tech, right?
Yeah, I want to say yeah.
Does that sound right? So they've been through the ringer.
Yeah.
I
like the pick. I like Tennessee. What was the line from Felica? It was, I think, Barnes is 1-13-1 or something like that in his last 15 against the spread.
In the tournament, right?
In the tournament,
yeah. Not great, Bob.
Not great. I don't think he has not had a defense like this though.
Yeah.
They drew Texas.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about that, I mean, you got it was Texas. Okay. Yeah. And Texas won that game, right? Or
Texas
no?
Won. Yeah, and Texas.
No, somebody was up really big, and then the other team came back.
Texas won by 52-51.
Okay, so Texas was up big, and then Tennessee came all the way back.
Oh wow, Tennessee! I forgot they played Nova back before Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, they got whooped.
They were whooped, and they beat Zona a month later. They were whooping Zona, and Zona stormed back.
Oh, that was a gross game. That was disgusting.
So game. Tennessee's this is a bracket full of revenge.
Here we go.
All right. Into the final region, the Midwest. You got my SWAC
versus Southern. Okay.
Texas. Well, the news and note from the SWAC here. We didn't know Lindsey Hunter got relieved of his duties. Put on administrative leave at Mississippi Valley Litanetta. What is their Itabeta? Is that where Mississippi Valley State is? I forget. Itabena. Yeah, Litabena. And then they hired a new coach. The interim coach. All right.
I don't know what the hell you're saying.
Yeah.
I've got Kansas, though. I've got Kansas in that game.
Yeah. I got Kansas.
Nice battle over Corpus Christi for Southern also.
Yeah, Kansas. The next one I have we're gonna ride the Mountain West. We're gonna get some love here against Creighton, who Nemhard's out for point guard. So yeah, San Diego State, another awesome defense. I feel like I'm just falling in love with these defensive teams this tournament. Texas Tech, Tennessee, San Diego State, but Aztecs.
I'm going against the technicians here. This is where I take the stand. It's a pretty tight spread, I believe, on this game, as most of them are.
Creighton had that nice run to Big East.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're fraudulent like they are a lot of years, I feel like.
Hell hath no fury like a woman in scorn, or whatever the hell
They
the
have
line is.
AOC, though. They have AOC, right?
Yeah, AOC.
They got a really tall, skinny center in there that's ugly as hell. Also, looks like
He's
he looks like
repugnant.
he looks like Nunji, I think.
Yeah, he's repugnant.
Yeah.
But I'm going Blue Jays, and I mean McDermott looks funny too.
McDermott, I mean, yeah, he does.
He looks like a Play-Doh man.
Yeah,
Like he's made out of Play-Doh.
I'm going the Aztec Technicians here for Steve Fisher. Second time we've mentioned him on the pod now. Him and or his old running mate is going to get it done here. What's his name? Doherty. What's the coach's name there?
Oh yeah, no. What the hell is his name?
Doc.
At San Diego State.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Protege. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like
Is it Dicker?
Dutcher.
Brian Dutcher. Yeah.
Dutcher.
I was a Dutcher, cutting up mate. There you go.
I don't
Name
know
that
that
tune.
I don't know that reference.
That's I was a butcher cutting up meat from the Rolling Stones, I believe.
I got you. Uncultured kid.
Yeah.
I'm going Iowa here. The bid stealer in Richmond. Go pretty ass.
Who, Richmond?
Yeah. Bid stealer Richmond. I got Iowa rolling here the way they've been shooting the lights out. I think it's a trap. Could be a trap, but I did bet Iowa -10 here. So I've got them moving on.
Oh, I got Iowa by 14.3. So there you go.
There you go. Iowa it is.
That being said, going into the Big Ten tournament, Iowa was the number one ranked team in the sauce.
In the sauce.
Now they're number two. I don't know who number one is.
Is it Tennessee?
Purdue.
Never mind. I think what the? Oh, well, no wonder. This date range is off here. Oh, I was trying to find a way to.
We have to restart the pod. AY screwed up the parameters.
I was trying to find a way to edit the St. Mary's one last time, but I printed it out. They're number one still, yeah. And sauce, yeah, Iowa over freaking stupid Mooney and Richmond.
I agree. Dan?
Yeah, Iowa. Yep, and then I've got number 5 Dakota State. I won't even make much of a show out of it because, as been discussed ad nauseum, they're only a 2-point underdog.
Yep, and
against the Friars.
We mentioned before, the best record in the tournament, 30 wins. Have had a splendid season. Number 5 Dakota State. I think Cooley's had a splendid season as well, living by the seat of his pants. Is that an expression? Is that a correct expression?
Yep, flying by the seat of his pants.
Living, but barely flying. Hanging on the edges here all year long. I think it'll be another close game, but I think the voodoo has run out for them. I got number 5 Dakota State winning here. No, congratulations on a good season, Cooley. I've been happy for you all year.
Regular season champs.
It's a clean sweep against my joint account Survivor Endeavor here, but 5 Dakota State.
Good emotional hedge.
Emotional hedge.
Look, they're ranked higher. They're favored by 1.1 here.
Yep.
They're the highest 3-point shooting percentage in the last 15 years. Everyone on the court can shoot a 3. It's just maximum.
That's a problem.
It's incredible. Their offense is awesome to watch. They can shoot the deuce as well. They don't turn the ball over. And their threes are just beautiful. So if it's close late, we're screwed. But
yeah,
maybe the clock will strike midnight just in time.
Can't feel comfortable unless the Jacks are up 35 with 8 minutes left. like Creighton.
Yeah, South Dakota State here. And moving on to all right, so this little pod here, this foursome, is by far the grossest pod in the whole bracket.
Oh, yeah. This is this is terrible. This is
Like
terrible.
I can smell it on my paper. We're gonna start this off.
Kansas, they made a deal with the devil because they've got an amazing bracket down here. They don't have to worry about shit in their region.
Except
Of course,
for
it means
Iowa.
they're probably going to lose, right? But yeah, you want to go with this shitty pod here?
We'll dive in, plug our nose here. Look, I think I'm not lying when I say this. I think if you put Iowa State in a round robin against the 13, 14, 15, and 16 seed, I think they might finish like the 2 games over 500. They are absolutely putrid. I cannot stand this team. And just for that, watch. They're going to win this first round game.
Yeah, no love for what's his name? Who's the guy that transferred from there from Penn State?
Brockington. Isaiah Brockington.
Yeah. No love for Brockington.
This team is 330th in turnovers, 330th in offensive rebounding, 330th, and they foul a lot. They don't.
I didn't know that they were going to make the tournament because they lost a bunch in a row after they were like top 10, I think.
Preseason slow draft, I kept them because I thought they were locked to finish last in the Big 12.
Well, they got out to a big, like a good seed. They were top 10.
Exactly. I was like, what the hell is going on here? This team.
And then they
I can't stand this team. I don't even care if LSU doesn't have a coach. Like Nigel Berry, Nickelberry, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Nickelberry. Yeah.
They didn't have a coach a few years ago, and they went to the
Nickelberry's
Sweet 16, so what's stopping them now?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, they haven't been coached the whole year, I feel like. They were just a fucking AAU team running out there, rolling the balls out and shooting threes and running all over the place.
What that worries me here is Iowa State can't shoot.
Yeah.
But LSU, when the shot goes up, they just stand there and look at it. So they don't defensive rebound. So maybe Iowa State gets back.
I love the athleticism on that team, but yeah,
absolutely.
So you're taking the Tigers.
Yeah, because I think Iowa State. Honestly, if you put me against Georgia State, I would. It'd be a pick 'em for sure.
Whoa.
I'm going LSU.
I'm going Clones. Go Clones.
Oh God.
Go Clones. Penn State Pride with Brockington.
That's so gross.
All right.
Wisconsin Colgate. Look, I've tried every which way to manufacture a Colgate pick here.
Can't do it. Wisconsin's not a bad team.
Oh, stop.
I hate the Big Ten. This is where I hate the Big Ten statement. You know, well, Jonathan Davis is hurt though.
Well, I he was hurt, and then I hope he still says he is hurt because that 3-19 against Michigan State was bad.
Yes, they've had bad. Yes. All right, I'm going whiskey also here against the Gators.
Yeah, just know I hate this pick, but it's in Milwaukee too. Well, of course, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Wisconsin getting placed in Milwaukee pisses me off. I always say it, or most years I'll say it. Worst seeding and location. Pitt with the 3 seed had to play Wisconsin the 6 seed in Milwaukee in 2003. Still bitter. Pitt won.
If this game's in San Diego, I'm taking Colgate.
Yep, I got Wisconsin though.
Scotties.
Yeah. This is a very divisive game as well in the chat. USC Miami.
Larinaga almost lost to Penn State. That's enough for me to take Enfield.
It's all about the U. This is where I put on my ACC hat.
Right.
I wish Can would have stolen off the guy that he sat next to at the ACC tournament.
That guy was sweet. He was cheering Eddie because they kept hitting threes. Anytime a three would go up, boom!
Animated.
All right, I'm going. I got the Trojans.
Yeah, Miami's
Always
profile.
Use protection.
Miami's profile looks a lot like Duke's here with the awesome offense, 100th defense. USC, the people talk about their height. USC's guard play, Miami's guard play, I think, would be too much here. Even though USC's guards are apparently tall too, they just don't do anything really well besides offensive rebound. which is pretty good. But
Mm.
yeah, Miami. I got Miami by 5.5, so feel good about it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Auburn, Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State covers, but Auburn wins.
Jacksonville State in because they won the regular season.
Yep.
And lost in the semis.
Yeah, dare I say the best point I heard all week was that even though where the Atlantic Sun, where they basically projected on the sea lines, they should have automatically had to go to Dayton.
Oh,
Shout out to Jeff
you're right,
Parlay,
you're right.
Jeff Parles for that. That's a great point. I don't know if he was the originator. That is a great point that they should.
How did they not go to Dayton? I don't know.
Well, because they're the regular season champ, and the way that grades that conference, I guess, graded out since they were the regular season champ. That's why they end up on the 15. But yeah, they should not have. Obviously, they should have gone to Dayton.
Agreed. All right, I got Auburn. Pearl going on. Pearl hasn't been that good though down the stretch. I've got him making it past USC though.
Okay.
I've got Wisconsin making it past Iowa State. And then I've got Wisconsin in a slugfest beating Auburn.
Ooh, Nelly.
Yeah. So I hate the Big Ten, but I've got them going to the Elite Eight.
Okay.
It's Wisconsin team. Otherwise, the other side of it, Iowa will take care of business, I think. It'll be up and down on that court. It'll be fun to watch, but I got them losing to Kansas here. So I got Kansas and Wisconsin for the Final Four, and I've got Kansas with an easy road into I don't even know where the Final Four is this year.
I don't know either, actually, now that you said New Orleans.
New Orleans. An easy road to somewhere.
Wherever all roads lead.
Wherever all roads lead, yeah.
That's funny.
There it is. I got Kansas. That's
Okay.
my Final Four. I got Kansas, Arizona, Gonzaga, Kentucky.
Okay. I've got Kansas knocking off Creighton. Iowa taking care of business against the Dakota State. Take the under 190 over 190 in that game potentially.
Oh, that would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Iowa over Kansas. Big Ten pride.
Wow.
Fran McCaff. And they will meet the Auburn Tigers also, who will have bounced the Wisconsin Badgers in the Sweet 16. And I've got Iowa into the Final Four. If I didn't already say that.
There you go.
So I before we finish,
Wait,
I do not have a winner from this conference. I liked the Big Ten at plus, what was it? Plus 750 to win the national championship. It's a gut play. I just feel like it's got to be.
They're due.
They're beyond due. It's insane. They have, even though I didn't show it love to all of them, they've got a bunch of different chances, you would think, to get her done this year. So plus 750, I didn't think was terrible for the Big Ten to have the national champion come from their conference. So there you go.
Hey, what? Who you got here?
It's pretty close here between Kansas and San Diego State, and I have all 3 ones going to the Sweet 16. I guess we'll make it 4. Although the one thing I took, the 2 of the things I took from that Russillo Gottlieb pod, and I'll get to them both in this little spiel, was one, this Kansas team. They're right. This isn't like a dominant Kansas team. It's just a really good one that is built for a season. But I think for one game turn up here in a tournament, yeah, I can see them going down. So they escaped the Aztecs. Iowa over 5 to Dakota State. Iowa, I'm going to just keep riding this. Though it does make me nervous with Illinois last year winning the Big Ten and being spent, and Fran never going far in the Big Dance. LSU,
Right.
Wisconsin. LSU was ranked higher here, so that makes it easy for me. No coach. Maybe they rally. 4-4 in the last 8. I don't love that, but I mean, top 40 and top 50 in both offense and defense efficiency. Good enough for a Sweet 16. And Miami Auburn struggled here. Auburn's guards do not look at mock drafts. I thought that was hilarious. They did not realize who was down low, and this team, like with the Jacksonville State game, Jacksonville State is going to slow it down and pack it in and dare Auburn to shoot threes. And Auburn's guards are going to be like, "Hell yeah, let's let it fly." if they don't drop, they will lose that game. Jacksonville State. As far as the 215s, that is easily the most nervous. Auburn's easily the most nervous of those teams. I think it'd be hilarious if
Auburn with the tiny fucking guards. Those
if Jacksonville State won a game when they shouldn't even really be in the tournament. I think that'd be hilarious. And then Mikey just to abolish that transitional rule. Like transition rule. If you're good enough to transition in and win your conference tournament, why are you held out?
I feel like if you did it for 1 year. Maybe 2 tops, only because what are they trying to prevent? That in case, like, if I don't know, a bunch of players said we're all going to transfer to what's that? If we're all going to transfer down,
like stashing players, wasn't it?
Yeah. If we're all going to transfer down to this one school and then come up to Division I without sitting out, but that should be gone because you get one free transfer now, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah, that's really been 4 years is excessive.
I can get on board with it too. Yeah. So don't be surprised if Jacksonville State wins that game. I will not be. Auburn's guards are hilarious. Auburn, Miami. This bottom 8 is so freaking gross.
I agree.
So we're gonna go. Screw it, Auburn's the heart. Barely. Auburn, LSU, and Miami are all within 5. So like that's 27 to 32. Screw it, ACC. We're going Miami.
Oh yeah.
And then LSU versus Miami. Look, LSU's metrics are nice. LSU.
Yeah, I contemplated with that. Yeah, LSU. Nobody been talking about them. That's for sure.
LSU Elite 8, Kansas, Iowa. 1 versus 3. This is a titanic matchup. 1 versus 3 overall.
Yeah.
In the sauce.
Iowa.
He's with you, Dan.
We're riding.
A regional final of Iowa, LSU.
Oh my God.
The Capital One Bowl.
That's a great Capital One Bowl.
LSU.
Wow.
LSU. What a run that would be.
That would be something.
This is it. We waited. This is if you have managed to wait an hour and 33 minutes and 9 seconds. There it is. You just got it.
You just got it.
There it is.
Does Will Wade get a ring?
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
So I have 2 conferences represented: the SEC and the West Coast. All right, so Gonzaga, St. Mary's. Well, let's see where these teams stack up in overall here. Dan, what do you got? I know you got VT and Gonzaga.
I've got VT Gonzaga on that side.
All right, Gonzaga, St. Mary's. Look, this is for the 4th time here. This will be good. And as my thing loads up here, jeez Louise. Gonzaga number 3, St. Mary's number 6. I got Gonzaga.
Okay.
And Tennessee, LSU. Tennessee number 4. LSU was 32. One little rogue here. No, 29. Okay. Hey, numbers aren't always right. Gonzaga or Tennessee. I feel like I pick them every year now because I want it to be true.
Yeah.
Gonzaga. Even though I feel like last year's team was better. Suggs, Ajayi, Kispert,
Yep.
Timmy, a younger Nemhard. But screw it. Gonzaga over Tennessee.
Wow. We have the same final.
Really?
Yeah. I've got Tennessee. Number one in the recency bias in full effect. And we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how wrong I am. I feel terrible about it, but see what happens. Can't run a marathon without putting a few Band-Aids on your nipples. Some horrible bosses. Thank you.
Ken, where are you going? Kentucky.
No.
No.
No, I've got Kentucky losing to the Zags. I've got Kansas beating Arizona.
We will be to Cheyenne's bachelor party weekend.
Uh-huh.
It is Final Four weekend.
Ooh.
So we're kind of praying for like an Arizona, Kansas.
Oh, that'd be good. Bags versus Rants.
Wowie.
Bags versus Rants.
Right
I
for
like that.
Goat check.
Go check. I'm on go check in that situation. Dichi Rose bachelor party same weekend.
Also coincides, yeah.
Coinciding.
You guys should contemplate a join up.
We should join. Where's Cheyenne going?
We're going to Alexandria, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. Virginia?
No, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
We're spending Thursday night.
Where is that even at?
I've never heard Alexandria.
Yeah, I know. We're spending Thursday night in State College, and then Friday, Saturday, in like a cabin thing, like half hour south of State College. Just in the woods.
Perfect for gambling and
Just
watching TV.
Just Final Four, some debauchery. Yeah,
That's good.
Just
That's
off
good.
the grid. Yeah.
Off the grid. I like that. It's Bloomsburg Bachelor Weekend. It's Central Columbia's Bachelor Weekend. I like it.
Meanwhile, you guys are going down south, a little different than us, but
A little bit different, exactly.
so sorry. Your final is Zaga versus Kansas.
Yes, and even though they are the number one seed overall, it's not an upset, but it is them finally doing it. I've got Gonzaga breaking through at the last.
There we go.
There we go.
Heavy Zags.
Heavy Zags.
I've seen some UConn taking out Gonzaga. I haven't seen any Memphis or Boise State, but some UConn, some Dukes obviously winning that rematch.
Yeah, Booze. I saw Boozer put $50,000 down for Duke to win it.
Good luck, Carlos.
Good luck, Carlos. Hope you have your hair painted on. All righty.
All right, that is a wrap. We actually did better, I think, than the last time we did this time-wise.
138 is pretty long. We thank you.
Yeah, but I feel like we did even longer than last time.
Yeah. The update for the score, I have to. Oh, you hear it?
We could just listen to the audience in the background.
Do you hear it?
I told you we should have put an iPad in the living room and muted them, and then we could hear the cheers.
You know, they didn't start watching until like halfway through the first half. I think they were playing video games for the first.
It's been halftime. What are they yelling at?
Probably delayed just with the streaming.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't have. How are you watching True TV?
They probably just saw the layup at the buzzer.
Yeah, McConnell, I'm seeing. He had a huge half.
Gers up 5.
8 of 9 for 18 points at the half. Wow.
Last year's preview was an hour 45.
Yeah, so I thought it was a little bit longer.
Right on schedule.
Yeah. And that was only because I had to clear my welder's mask from fogging up every 3 minutes.
You run that.
I had no gimmick. I was going to have the gimmick of where I've been saying I don't recognize college basketball as a real sport and haven't for some time, and it is in no way correlated with Pitt's
It was
downfall.
a minute ago. The buzzer was a minute ago. The buzzer beater.
They went way ahead.
They went way ahead.
I guess.
At least that's when Live Bulldog tweeted at the buzzer, rooting for our hometown Rutgers as well.
All right, so we got a good one here. A little more scoring than last night, that's for sure.
A lot more scores. Surprisingly electric offensively.
This place is electric.
This place is.
I'll tune in for this second half.
I can't wait. A with the Kelly Green sunglasses on now. Irish ready. Go Bray. Bray doing it for K. All right. You want to take us home?
Yep.
Any Oscar? Hold on, before you take us up, any Oscars thoughts, AY or Can? Can's been. I'm now third on the totem pole, I think, in terms of
I can't wait to watch Licorice. I want to watch Licorice.
Licorice Pizza.
Yeah, I don't want to jump to too many conclusions. I haven't caught that yet. I ran a big train in February and slowed down in March. But just to give you a quick thought here. Power of the Dog probably going to win.
What is that one?
Power of the Dog.
Power of the Dog probably going to win Best Picture. It was fine. I have 11th right now. I enjoyed The Last Duel.
That's cool. Bad. I thought
Can saw that too. Yeah, I haven't seen that one
I
yet.
enjoyed Nightmare Alley for sure.
You liked it?
Have you heard of Titan?
Titanic?
What language that's in?
Titan, French. It's about this young woman who is a serial killer who gets impregnated by a Cadillac.
That's different.
So a Cadillac is in a
car.
Yeah. So we got fish people fucking.
Very abstract.
It is.
Okay. Is this Eileen Werdos? Who is this?
It won Palme d'Or at Cannes.
Okay.
Big one surprise here. Surprise of the year so far was Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds.
Not the Adam Project with Ryan Reynolds?
No. Big surprise, Free Guy. I enjoyed that. It's like a video game type movie. I thought it was fantastic.
Reynolds really cranking out the sci-fi content.
A Hero. That's foreign. Dune. Big Dune fan. Did not know if I would be. And I was. I think aided by the Chalamet, obviously, but
you big Chalamet. What would you think of French Dispatch?
That was rated fourth to last.
Oh, that's the Wes Anderson movie, right?
It's Wes. Only one that I kind of like from Wes is Isle of Dogs.
Where's what's the Japanese movie? Which one was that?
I don't know why you don't like The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
That's up next. Number 4, Drive My Car.
Oh, okay.
And then Bottle Rock is a classic too. Have you seen that one yet?
Red Rocket?
That was his first one. Wes Anderson.
No. Wes. No. I've only seen like Moonrise and Tannenbaum and Isle of Dog.
Yeah, I thought Royal Tenenbaums was overrated. I liked The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, but continue.
Didn't see that. And then my top 3.
The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou is our podcast intro music. The Ping Island Strike. Yeah. I'll send you the clip.
Mitchell's vs. Machines. It's up for animated. Incredible. I don't know how to pronounce. Is it Shiva or Shiva?
I think it's Shiva, but
Shiva.
Is this the one you were telling me about a couple weeks ago? The girl that's
this girl.
If she's sitting Shiva, then it's Shiva.
Yeah.
No,
is she sitting Shiva?
She attends a Shiva.
Okay, right. Yes, if she's shitting Shiva, then it's Shiva, not Shiva.
Shitting Shiva.
Yeah,
Shiva baby. This college girl attends a Shiva, runs into her ex-girlfriend, and her sugar daddy's there. It's incredible. And The Novice was my favorite this year. It's like a
Novice.
I guess it's kind of a sports movie. It's about this girl rowing.
It's
like a combination of Black Swan and Whiplash.
Okay. All right. I get it. And it's in English.
Yeah, in English.
I don't do over 60% subtitles.
So,
have you done the Minari yet?
Minari.
Not yet, no.
Minari was, fantastic, obviously.
I think you can make it through it, Dan.
On this new Intel, I thought that initially it was all subtitles.
No, it's in Arkansas, dude.
Arkansas. Yeah.
Go Woo Pig.
Right. Well, yeah, I have plenty of work to do.
Yeah. We got 50 seconds to beat last year, so I'm good.
Well, last year's didn't have Oscars bonus.
It's true.
All right.
Yes, I with Can need to see Licorice.
Licorice. He just called it Licorice.
I'd like to see the Licorice.
Gotta see Licorice. I got a week and a half to do it. I'll just rent it.
Wanda Sykes hosting. That's my WTF. Wanda Sykes co-hosting.
I don't think that's a win. I don't think that's a win.
Not thrilled with that at all.
Yeah.
I think I could be better.
Mute button activated.
Yeah.
For me, AY People State Capital, Blue State, the Commonwealth, Pennsylvania. To my west, D-Berg.
Good night, all.
And Can to my east.
Happy March Madness weekend, everybody.
Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the weeks. We'll see when we see you. I don't know. But we'll see you. Thanks for listening. Have a good one.